What's happening, guys? This is Julian from It's So Gaming. Thank you very much for joining and clicking on this video. Please like the video, please subscribe, and just leave a comment down below on what you want to see next. But without further ado, we're going to kickstart this video. And if you don't know it already from the title, we are going to be reviewing Serge Gnabry, the left winger, plays for Bayern Munich and is a German player himself. And on top of all of that, we are going to be looking at the group of death, so they call it, which consists of quite a lot of teams, quite tough teams actually.
What's very interesting is that Joke was on the TV on the left.
Crazy, dude.
He was at the game.
So the group of death has already commenced in terms of the games, and as you can see, Hungary's first game was against Portugal, and France's first game was against Germany. Now, France won their first game. Hungary, unfortunately, lost their first game. But if we go ahead and click into this, we can see that Hungary held the fourth up until the 84th minute. And then we have Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players in the world, scoring a penalty in the 87th minute. And the 92nd minute was a world-class goal by him. Hats off to him. Now, at the end of the day, Hungary is a team that has qualified through the playoffs into this tournament, so they're ranked quite low. Overall, their quality is very different to what Portugal is. We don't have an out-and-out striker of such, but the fact that we were able to hold the Portuguese in a competitive match up until the 84th minute is insane. Now, let's not forget our past results against Portugal. The last competitive result that we had was actually a draw, which was a 3-3 draw. Twice in that game, we were ahead. Unfortunately, our defense let us down, but that was a game that Portugal had to draw at least to be able to qualify through the group stages. And we were the team that could have knocked them out.
Zoltan Gera! Jujak took a nick off the wall, and it's flown into the back of the net. On that trusty left peg, and it's in again! And Hungary are ahead again! That ever so dangerous left foot put to very good use again, and certainly helped by deflection on the way. Portugal need to go again, and he is furious.
So yeah, we've had a fair share of good matches with them. Unfortunately, this one didn't turn out the way we wanted it to turn out, but we do have the next game coming up, which I believe, if we go to match day 2, it's going to be against France. I would have said that France is the favourites to win this tournament. And they were, or they, in my opinion, they are the strongest team in this group of death, so-called group of death. Then Portugal, then Germany, maybe on par together. The fact that Germany's a little bit, has lost their last game, but also the fact that their team is not the same as it was back in the days. Though they are still very competitive. Now, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But once again, we're playing in the Puskás Stadium. So I really hope that we can get a draw at least. We need 3 points from the last 2 games if we can somehow get that. 2 draws, I just don't believe will be enough for us to qualify. But anyway, without further ado, let's go straight into reviewing Serge Gnabry, because he's the guy that we want to kind of get a upgrade. So he is a 93 rated card. Now we want him to get up to at least 95. But for that to happen, Germany needs to win 3 games, and the fact that they've lost their first game doesn't bode them well for the future, and doesn't bode us too well for the future. Now let's go straight into the team. So I don't know if you can see this already. We've put Serge Gnabry on the left side. We actually had Kostic up on the left side before we had Serge Gnabry, and then we also had Marco Reus, who's a great player, don't get me wrong, but the fact that we've got a 93 rated Gnabry who has the possibility of ranking up by at least 2 ratings if he gets 3, if his team gets 3 wins. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. So, how do Festival of Football Path to Glory items receive upgrades? Now, these special items upgrades based on the number of times the national team wins from June 11th to July 16th. Now, this only includes wins that the senior men's national football team occurred during this period. Now, the associated national team of each Festival of Football Path to Glory player is determined by the foot nation of that item. Now, if we scroll further down here, as you can see from the top, the upgrade format is as follows. 3 wins for a +2 overall upgrade, And on top of that, if they get their 4th win, there will be an additional upgrade of 1. 5th would be an additional upgrade again of 1. And then the final one would be 6 wins, which would put any player that is a Festival of Football card up to 5-star weak foot and 5-star skill move upgrades. Now that is insane. Considering Serge Gnabry is on the lower end of the ratings, which I would say is very respectful, 93. That's his highest card. I think its Foot Freeze card was 88, which was a card I really wanted to get. And I'm somewhat glad I didn't get it, because the fact that we can go for quite a bit of an upgrade already on the card that his standard base card for the Festival of Football. Now, Germany needs to try and get 3 wins. So the next game that they have is Portugal. So they would have to try to go get that win. Now, it's going to be pretty tricky because they're our tough side. But if we can somehow scrape through a win, that would be insane. Now, this is what the dilemma is. I'm a Hungary supporter. Now, I support England, right? The fact that I've built a Bundesliga side means basically that I support the Germans as well. But my number 1 team is Hungary, and the fact that they've been able to reach this tournament is insane. So I cannot but support them, of course. Now, today we're trying to review Serge Gnabry, and we keep kind of going off topic. But the most important thing for Germany to try and do is to win their next game. Now, the third game that they're going to have is against Hungary, and this is why I'm torn. I'm torn because I want Germany to win so that Serge Gnabry gets his upgrade. And then that means Germany would only need to get an additional win in the knockout stages, because they would have had 2 if they beat Portugal and probably most likely Hungary. Then they would just have to get a win in the knockout stages. Now, the other thing is Hungary need 3 points. Now, if we somehow pulled out of the bag and we beat Germany, that would be a win-win for me. Like, Serge Gnabry would probably not get an upgrade because Germany will get knocked out. I don't know if they can qualify with 3 points. They would need a draw against Hungary if they would beat the French. If they would beat the Portuguese. So I don't know. It's a win-win. If Hungary can get to the knockout stages, that is insane. I've actually, not to promote any sort of gambling, but I've actually got money on Hungary to qualify through to the group stages, which is going to win me quite a bit of money. So I'm in a bit of a win-win situation here. It's either going to be money that I win, or I'm going to get an upgrade on Serge Gnabry. Now, both is pretty decent, but we'll just have to wait and see how things unfold. Anyway, let's get back into the game. Festival of Football, Path to Glory, Serge Gnabry. I really didn't think that he would get an additional upgrade after he had such a competitive card, that being the Foot Freeze card. But I'm very, very happy that we have been able to acquire this card, and bought for around 401,000. Now, I think that's quite a good price for him, but if I'm not mistaken, I have seen a few other videos which I've seen other people initially when he first came out. He actually was purchased for around 300, so I kind of missed out on that in that respect. But I'm still very happy with the price that I paid for him. Now, all that Germany needs to do is get the dub. Get a few dubs, and I'm more than happy with it. But let's go ahead and see what this card has to offer. So straight away into the attribute details. Pace, 91 overall. Acceleration, 99. You can't get better than that. And his sprint speed is around 84. Now, I've put on a Hunter chemistry class. So it's not actually the chemistry class that was recommended in Footbin. But the fact that his sprint speed is as low as it is, I only thought that it would be right for me to apply a 3+ on him, and Hunter actually gives him a 3+ on pace. Now that puts his sprint speed to 94, and that's a bit more like it, especially down the left wing. I think I had Engine on, or maybe it was the other chemistry class, which I can't remember. I think I was going a little bit more for the physical stats to be increased. Now I wouldn't say now that was a better chemistry style, because I have played with Gnabry since then. And he fits the Hunter style quite well, if I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. Now let's move on to shooting. Attacking position was 95, gets an additional 4, very close to 100 there. 99 in fact. Finishing 99 with that addition. Shot power is already pretty decent. 96 with that additional 3, hits up to a 99. Long shots 91, all over 90. Volleys as well. Penalties, he's not really my number 1 penalty taker. But why not put him up by 10? That brings him up to 86. Passing, pretty decent. Vision 96, crossing 91, free kick accuracy 72, short pass 91, long pass 85, curve 85. Now, if I'm not mistaken, his foot freeze card is around 88. And when I checked on Footbin last time, there was quite a bit of an increase overall. And rightly so, because it's a jump from 88 to 93. So you'd expect there to be a bit of an increase between those cards. As you can see, his dribbling has increased immensely as well. So I'm very happy with this card. And I guess now we've read out all the stats. And if we go over to player bio, you can see that he has been quite a prolific player for me so far. And I will be showing you some gameplay specifically on Foot Champs actually after this section of the video. So he's played 14 and he scored 25. Now most of those games were actually squad battles. Half of those were online. But we'll see how he fares on a game of Foot Champs. I believe the weekend Foot Champs has started, so I'm gonna jump in and see how that looks. But yeah, stay tuned. It's gonna be very interesting to see what kind of team we're gonna play against. But knowing Foot Champs and knowing the time of the season, we're probably gonna see an insane team come up. Oh wow. Cristiano Ronaldo, and not just any Cristiano Ronaldo, 98 rated Cristiano Ronaldo, and 3 football team of the football of festival of football players.
What's very interesting is that Joke was on the TV on the left.
Crazy, dude.
He was at the game.
So just to remind you guys, we are going to be doing player picks, and this was my last week player 80 plus player pick upgrade, and I got team of the season Hernandez, which is mind-boggling. Like, I cannot believe I got this guy. So we're going to be doing 3 80 plus player picks, and I'm really hoping that we are going to get a card like this, because that's absolutely insane. Let's go in to the 3 player picks that we have to open. Now I've got some high hopes for this. The fact that it's 1 of 4 gives us a higher chance of getting someone good. So yeah, let's crack on, guys. Let's see, which one are we going to go for? I'm just going to go left, right, and then just tab. Let's go. Come on. Someone good. 82, 84, 84. Okay. Okay, not bad. So, let me just remind you what we put into these player pick packs. Now, you need 7 rare gold packs, and the rest needs to be common. Most of my gold rare packs were like in the 70, 75s. I don't really put anything higher than 80. The fact that it's an 81 plus rare player pick, I don't put anyone higher than 81 in it. So I'm always getting more of a dub here. And as you can see, anything over 84, I'm pretty much happy with. So I'm going for the higher ratings, because the SBCs tend to be quite high, especially when I go for the higher teams or higher players, more like. All right, we've got 2 left, 2 player picks left. Let's see what we're gonna get. Which one are we gonna pick? Come on, let's go. Someone good. Ah, yes, 87 Chesney. I'm very happy with that, guys. That's a very, very good return. Anything like, yeah, for a minute I thought it said I already owned that player, but I'm very, very happy with that player pick. 87 Chesney. He's gonna go a long way with adding him to an SBC for sure. Though I do have an Italian side who 3 or 4 team of the season Italian players, well, not Italian players, Italian in the Italian league. I have team of the season players, so he could easily fit right in, because he's in the Italian league. Anyway, to finish this off, let's go ahead and get the last player pick. Is it going to be the same luck we had last time with 92 team of the season Hernandez? Maybe not, but I'm already happy with what we have so far. Let's see what we're going to get. Come on. Anyone good? Not bad. 85 got in. Listen, 84, 85, and 87. I could not have hoped for anything better than that. Otherwise, I would be a bit greedy, right? So, yeah, let's put that into the club. And, yeah, let's take a look at what we have to look forward to in terms of content. And we just had the season restart. As you can see, the season progress has 41 days in total. So we have 41 days to grind. And if we just go through the first option here, where we can actually grab an 89 rated player, not anyone that we would actually utilize, because none of them are German and none of them are in the Bundesliga. And also the second team I'm trying to build is an Italian team, and none of these players are Italian. So, well, that guy might be actually. Yeah, he's Italian, isn't he? Lol. Yeah, he could fit in, but he might end up being an SBC. But let's go ahead and move ourselves all the way to the level 30 part here. Now, don't forget, I got to only level 28 last time. I didn't grind too hard, but I might consider grinding here, because if we look at this, like, we've got some decent 92 rated players, and not only will they be good for SBCs, but I think they could be good for our Italian team. Look at that. You never know, boys. All right, anyway. Listen, guys, thank you very much for joining and staying on to watch the video till now. We have a lot of content coming our way. Jamie kind of went over what we're going to be doing in the next couple of days / weeks, more like. But yeah, and this weekend is going to be a good weekend. We're going to continue with the Foot Champs match. And yeah, let's hope that we get the dub. We continue to get the dubs that we want to get and hit at least gold 3 and try for the gold 2 rewards, because that would be absolutely insane. But anyway, stay tuned and peace out.
Rage quit is when a gamer gets so angry with a game that they destroy the very thing that makes them a gamer.